Alright, so I just did a video showing you my garden. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Anyway, what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you my chicken coop. I did this on an earlier video, but I was really pregnant and like breathing heavy and because I had, my lungs were being compressed. So I thought I'd do it when I'm not all super pregnant. Okay, so let me just give you a quick view and I'll try and scare my chickens out so you can see. Okay, so it's right behind me. This is right behind my garage. This is a watering pitcher that I made. It has, well, my son yesterday put some stuff in it, so I need to clean it out. But it's got 2 watering nipples, and you can see the water coming out from those. Works really well. You can buy something similar. This one's a gallon. You can buy a 2-quart similar thing. I got this at Walmart. They sell them online, like Avian Aquifer or something like that. But they cost about $40 a piece. Let me give you a little secret. Okay. Shh. Don't tell anyone I told you. For me to make that one, the pitcher was $2.50, and the watering nipples were from ones I made last year. So it cost me, and a hanger to hang it up. So total cost is like $2.50. So you can make them yourself. They're not that hard. I may do a video on how to do that. But I'm gonna try and make some and sell them around to people nearby that have chickens. See if I make a couple bucks. If I do, cool. If not, no big deal. Anyway, these do get really brittle in the sun, and they last a good year. So I had 3 last year, and they all just like shattered by this year. They were out in the sun 24/7. So yeah. But anyway, well, I guess we'll see if Walmart has a little better quality pictures than I got them at the Dollar Tree. Anyway, back to the coop. Alright, so we've got a regular gate here. The coop used to come out a little farther, so it lined up straight up with the pole on the other side, right over there. But I wanted my garden bigger. Basically, they're taking up too much space. I always throw in my yard clippings in here because they like to pick through it, and lots of times there's bugs and stuff, so that's good. I don't let them out into my yard right now because my garden's in full swing, or when it started, because I don't have any way to keep them out of the garden. So that's Orange. She's hung out for the winter at Brian's house. If you don't know who Brian is, check out Brian's Mobile 1 on the YouTube channel here. It's fantastic. Anyway, he had chickens and she was by herself, so he did me a favor of taking care of her, but she'd freak out and get caught up in the fencing. I don't know what her deal is. She's pretty calm here. But yeah, so that's why she looks really scary with lack of feathers. So she's kind of recuperating here. So this is the coop itself. It was originally intended for billy goats and then Great Dane. And then we put in a subflooring. You can see this line of wood here. That's the subflooring. This panel of wood is just put in there to keep them from hopping out that way if they wanted to. You can see the food feeder is in there hanging. Both of the roof opens on hinges on either side. You probably can just barely see where the cut is on the right side of the roof. Just to the right of the white marks, you can see a little division there. Actually, you can see the other side better from here. That one's got a broken hinge. Note, don't open these when you've got a foot of snow on top. Okay, so what I made my husband do yesterday, because he said he was going to do it, was I made him cut the fence down for me so I can reach in and collect eggs. Because the eggs, the nest are on this side. Oh, here's down. I cut this side off because when it wasn't up against wall, I was going to just put in chicken wire so they'd have some more air. But then I thought, oh, I don't need to do it this way. But these chickens are brilliant and they won't go upstairs. Except for Orange, who lived here before. She's the only one I have a name for, so if you have any names, like this one could be Blackened. I like to name them names of food, although this one should be Billy Ray. Check out that mullet. But that way it's not such a big deal. You know, there's not as much of an attachment when they get slaughtered. And yes, if you've seen my other video, I do slaughter to the chickens. So anyway, there's some of the chickens. That's all the chickens. No. Yeah, they're all just kind of hiding back there. You can't see as well because of the gates. This camera doesn't do well in the light, but there's some that are black and white. I'll scare them out here in a second. So we have this beautiful step that's took so much time to put together. So I can step up and collect eggs. And this is just the right height where I can lean over and get the eggs. My son will not be able to collect eggs. So let's check this out here. So I gotta be careful because when we roofed you can see all the nails. And then here's 2 nesting boxes. A few eggs from Orange that need to collect. And we've got 2 boxes. They usually just use 1. I don't know why. Well, there's poop in that one. That's exciting. So there's a roost on this side. There's the stairs. And then a roost on the other side. I need to get my chickens up here and close them up here so they can get used to being up here. But for now, they just they don't get it. So since I'm holding up the roof with my hand, I will not collect the eggs right now. But you can see the flooring actually doesn't go all the way to the edge. Let's see that. Oh, curious chicken. And that's good for when I'm cleaning it out. I can just push it over the edge and it'll drop down to the bottom. And this is just the pine shavings from when I had the baby chicks for bedding. I used to have some salad tongs, you know, 1 spoon, 1 fork that are connected to pull out the poop, but they got sun bleached and brittle, and I stepped on half of it in the yard, and so I have another one that I bought for the same purpose. That's still inside, but it's just nice to empty out because it gets kind of crowded up top, and so they will roost on the nesting boxes and poop in the nesting boxes. So anyway, there you go. I don't want to be all mean and scare my chickens, but I want to give you guys a little view here. So let me pause it and I'll get them out. Okay, I got the chickens out. All I had to do was slam the roof. So we've got one black Australorp. I always want to say Orpington. So she's right there. This one I call Billy Ray is an Americana. The other Americana is over here. It's the yellow one. 2 Delawares are the white ones. And the striped Sussex are obviously the stripy ones. And this one, I don't know what she is, this orange one here. She was used to ask someone to a dance. And then they didn't know what to do with her. So I adopted her. And then Orange is also same as Billy Ray. Oh, sorry, we have 3 Delawares. The other ones if they're getting a drink. She's an Easter egger. So I think they all lay brown eggs except my Easter eggers lay blue-green eggs, as you saw inside. So they don't really, you know, like me walking right up next to them. But they're a little skittish. But maybe they'll warm up to me eventually. We'll see. Yeah, if you come up with some names, put them in the comments section, and at least put what color the chicken is that you're designating it to. Maybe one of the Sussex could be grilled, because it looks like they have grill marks. I don't know. Oh, look, see, they're going out the waterer there. Let's see if I can get in there. See, yeah. So I just fill this through the fence, like so. Pretty easy. The lid keeps out. Sometimes they jump on top. Anyway, it all works pretty well. That's the coop. You can see they're kind of more free range than some people let theirs be. I do try to make it rather comfortable for them. I don't let them out in the yard as much as some people do, but that's because I need to protect my garden. But as soon as the garden's done, I'll let them out and let them just go right through it. No big deal. Anyway, so yeah, that's the chickens, and the coop, and their little yard. And you can see they're pretty happy. Leave comments. Let me know what you think. Click like, subscribe, the usual. Put it on Facebook, Twitter about how awesome my channel is, D6 Spanky, and that'd be sweet. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.